Welcome back to This Week in Video Games, and Xur is back for the weekend in Destiny 2, and he comes bearing gifts or exotics in exchange for legendary shards. You can pick up exotics you don't have, including weapons and armour. Well, if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today to never miss a Xur update. Right, let's check out and see where Xur is on the 10th of June, 2022. As you can see, Xur is in the tower this weekend, so land at the courtyard here. Go down the stairs into the hangar, and there you're going to find Xur. Check out and see what Xur's got for us this week, starting off with the exotics. So we've got the weapon, Two-tailed fox. That's pretty good. Really fun, that one. And good for Void Builder. I think it shoots a solar rocket as well. That is really good stuff. We'll come back to that in a minute. Then, so the Hunter's up first. We've got the Frosties. We've got a 64 roll. Look at the mobility on that, plus 28. That is really good. There's a 64 roll overall. Next up for the Titans, we've got the Peregrine Greaves. We've got a 65 roll overall and a pretty even stat spread there. Plus 16 on recovery, plus 12 on intellect, plus 11 on strength. That is looking like a pretty good, if not even, roll. And finally, for the Warlocks, the Eye of Another World. We got plus 24 resilience on these ones. That is really good. That is a 63 roll overall. So Xur really are spoiling us this week with your loot. Let's have a look at the weapon in a little bit more detail, starting off with the Two-tailed fox. A massive weapon, look at that, fills up the screen. One comes with twin tails, that is the intrinsic trait, so shoots 2 rockets, 1 void, 1 solar, that can track onto the same target. So really fun weapon, this one. If you haven't got it, definitely recommend picking it up because it's really good. Then we've got the Frosties for the Hunters. Here we've got rapid cooldowns, so increased grenade, melee and dodge regeneration while sprinting, and dodging increases your sprint speed. And these ones, they are a classic for PvP. If you haven't got the Frosties, definitely recommend picking those up for the Hunters. Moving on then, for the Titans, we've got the Peregrine Greaves. There's a 65 roll overall, really good recovery, really good, I should say, not bad intellect and not bad strength. Have a look at the perks. So Peregrine Strike. All shoulder charge abilities, so Seismic Strike, Hammer Strike or Shield Bash, deal bonus damage when activated in the air, and provides a small benefit to the airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons. That is really crucial this season. Now, whether you agree or disagree with the airborne effectiveness changes that Bungie have introduced, well, you do have some exotic pieces of armor that are going to help you out. So if you're a Titan and you want to increase your airborne effectiveness, then the Peregrine Greaves could really help you out. Next up for the Warlocks then, we've got the Eye of Another World. This one comes with Cerebral Uplink, so highlights priority targets, improves the regeneration speed of your grenade, melee and rift abilities, and provides a small benefit, the airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons. So again, we're getting the benefit to the airborne effectiveness stat for the Warlock piece of armor here. So I think that is a theme this week for Xur. I think Bungie are trying to persuade us to get on board with the airborne effectiveness changes, given all the work that's gone into that, the Season of the Haunted. But I know there has been a lot of feedback, a lot of passionate feedback about airborne effectiveness. I'd love actually for you to let me know down in the comments what you think about that airborne effectiveness change. It'd be really good to hear from you. Well, also, you've got the exotic engram as well, so you can check this one out, get the exotic engram and pick it up. Get a world of exotic weapon or piece of armor that you haven't got yet. So if you're missing something from these lists, pick it up and see what you get. So you've got the Arbalest here, excellent weapon. You've got the Monte Carlo, there's another great weapon. You have got the Trinity Ghoul, that is one of the best ad clearing weapons in the game. Absolutely fantastic. And if you go into this sub menu here, you can actually check out all of the exotics here that you can get as a random drop from that exotic engram. Loads of really good stuff. You've got the Huckleberry. You've got the Sunshot. Vigilance Wing, still super, super strong in PvP. You've got Skyburner's Oath with the Solar 3.0 changes. That is really, really good this season. Loads of good stuff in there. And you've also got the exotic armor as well. If you go in there and look for each different class, you will find different exotics. So you've got the Sun Bracers. They are absolutely fantastic. We've got the Starfire Protocol in here somewhere. Yes, here is the Starfire Protocol. So if you're a Warlock, those two exotic pieces, so Sun Bracers and the Starfire Protocol, they are two really, really important exotics this season. Going to make your Solar 3.0 experience so much better. Okay, so that's the exotics out of the way. Let's have a look at the legendary stuff. So we're going to start off with the legendary weapons for the... We've got Whispering Slab, Firmly Planted, Opening Shot. I think I'm going to give that one a miss. We've got the Imperial Needle. This one comes with Impulse Amplifier and Thresh. That is a little bit better. There's a Void Energy Combat Bow. Again, probably give that a miss. We've got the Grid Skipper. That is from Season of the Splicer. This one comes with Slideways and Thresh. So Grid Skipper is back. That's really good news. Unfortunately, the roll really isn't very good. Next up, we've got Fractithist from Season of the Lost. This one is a kinetic stasis shotgun, full auto trigger and adagio. Isn't too bad. Then we got the Iota Draconis. That is another one from Season of the Lost. Under Pressure, High Impact Reserves. That is a really, really good roll. Look at the impact on that. 94. That is a really good roll. If you like your fusion rifles, definitely recommend picking that one up. We got the Blast Batu. I think that one is from Season of the Hunt. Moving target in Wellspring. Not too bad. I'm going to give that one a miss myself. Then we got the Stars in Shadow. Quick draw moving target. It's pretty good for PvP. Overall, out of the weapons this week, I think the Iota Draconis, maybe the Stars in Shadow, but the Iota Draconis, that is a very, very good roll there. Under Pressure, High Impact Reserves. Really, really, really good stuff. Okay, let's have a look at the armor. We've got the Anti-Extinction set. I'm looking at my Warlock here. For the gloves, we've got a 60 roll. 60 roll for the robes as well. Plus 21 intellect there. For the helmet, good strength. 66 roll overall. Good strength and mobility. And for the boots then, 59 roll overall. So plus 19 on the discipline, plus 16 on the mobility. Not too bad. Well, let's have a look at the random rolled exotics. So starting off with the Hawkmoon, we have Rangefinder. So that is a really good PvP roll. Rangefinder and Paracausal Shot. That is very, very good. And then for the Dead Man's Tail, what do we have today? We've got Outlaw. Not quite as good as some, although not too shabby either. Well, that is it from Where Is Xur on the 10th of June 2022. He's going to be hanging around in Destiny 2 until reset on Tuesday. If we want to pick up any of these legendaries or the exotics, go ahead and find him in the tower and trade in those legendary shards. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching, and for more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again. I'll see you soon, and have a great weekend.